Brain rot. This show's gonna break me. This show's ruining me. But I gotta be honest, we might be looking at anime of the century. Let's just amplify. Let's not talk about anime of the season. Let's not talk about anime of the year. Let's talk about anime of the century. And anyone who disagrees just clearly hasn't watched the show. Because anyone who's watched my dear friend Nokotan would be able to realize that I honestly think collectively we should stop watching every anime other than this. I think we should redo the anime community. Screw all the, you know what, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, trash. Horrible. Konosuba, pff, lame as shit. Only this show from now on. We're gonna turn it. We're gonna, some will call us a cult. Instead, we will be the church of the deer. And this is the only anime we watch. And when they don't give us a season 2, we force them to make a season 2. I mean, I need to see a couple more episodes before I confirm this thought. But I think we now have a new gem of funniest anime. For me, anyway. And hell, it's my channel, so my channel's word is law. This might be the greatest comedy anime of all time. Full live reactions over on Patreon if you want to see my full look at thought and mind break in real time. Gonna be over there exclusively. You want to know why this is such a good show? I'm going over everything from this episode. And even if I'm still gonna, there's so many funny moments. There's we end the last episode with this psychopath making Higurashi characters look tame in comparison. When you can make Higurashi characters look tame in comparison, you know you're not right in the head. Turns out, not jealousy for stealing the deer, jealousy for the deer stealing her sister. I thought we would only have to deal with one Wincest anime this season. Nope. We're gonna add into it. The fact that the sister's under the assumption that a deer took her sister's virginity. You would think that line alone can't be topped. An anthropomorphic deer took her sister's virginity, and she's very clearly a ciscon. You can't, like, that's the peak degeneracy. What the hell am I gonna look at? I don't know how. I don't know why. But they somehow, school event. Who loves and knows more about our MC? And it starts off, you know, whatever. And by the second question, they show the whole damn school her shirtless. Now, we don't see it. We just see like a fuzzy screen. But to confirm that she wasn't wearing a bra, I'm gonna say something controversial. But it needs to be said. That quiz, what they did to her was more violating than redo of Healer. Like, they just consistently just kept throwing more and more at her to the point that I'm like, this is a teacher-organized event. How do they have this knowledge? Even if the sister gave a bunch of the knowledge, but then that would mean the sister was cheating. So somehow this school... You know how last week I said I'm convinced the antlers are magic? Because there's no way Shika over here is doing everything she's doing without there being some magical cult-like magic coming from those antlers. I think it's confirmed. They literally start talking about how, like, in this episode, that there might be, like, this deer computer base which feeds her information. And honestly, probably. It's the fact that this show... I'm flustered. It's the fact that this show, has the ability to be the dumbest freaking thing I've ever seen. Yet it's coherent, it's consistent, it has a foundation and a formula. And it's the funniest freaking thing, because it's legitimately one of the best produced shows of the year, and then they'll throw in 3D deer. I didn't know I needed to see Dear Jesus kick her down back to... It's the fact that it's like modern Gintama. It's just like, it's so, like, it pulls references. It pulls so much fun shit. Tomorrow's Joe, like, it just... all of these references and jokes and gimmicks. But yet you're actually telling this funny story. And whatever, like, it's gonna be Stockholm Syndrome. She's gonna fall in love with this deer just because she can't escape. She was so happy. She spent her life savings on this, like, cute little club, and her sister came in and tried to murder everyone. And the fact that this episode ends, the deer crackers, I knew it would. But the fact that she takes the blow because the sister stumbles and all of her death moves almost kill her sister. After Dear Jesus kicks her back down, she's then like, don't be mad. You actually are the reason I was able to save her. It was your deer crackers. And it's like, no. I'm getting Windbreaker flashbacks. Once you start trying to kill people, you don't just pat them on the back because they said they're sorry. You get them therapy in a padded room. If she didn't throw it to begin with, this whole time, no one would have had their life attempted to be ended. It doesn't matter that the deer crackers... It's like... I love this show. This show is going to break me in the best freaking way. This is legitimately anime of the season. I'm memeing you with the anime of the century because it's fun and there's bound to be at least a couple of people who will get triggered. But legitimately, this is probably anime of the season. A part of me wants to say I have no idea how long they can keep this show funny. But actually, I fully believe I could have... This could run as long as Konosuba, if we're being honest. They legitimately have a structure for characterization and storytelling while being slapstick comedy. This is like peak anime comedy. And the fact that talking about from one sister to another about a deer making her lose her virginity isn't even the funniest thing in this episode is crazy. That game show was so violating. And I love how we have a character who is literally the viewer. I will say things and 2 seconds later she says the exact same thing. Like, what the... Why? How? What? Why? Love it. Thoughts down below on this Shika Shika nonsense. And what do you want to see in episode 3? Yeah, thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hey, subscribe if you're new around here. And of course, ring that bell. Like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon. And hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Kusho, Sebastian Price, Jewel, Dude, James DeBest, Eris Caceres, and also have Justin Hayes. So I appreciate the support. Please take care, and I guess have deer crackers on you. Have a good one.